is Fantasy Ask, and welcome back to The Sims 4 Royal Witch Kingdoms. Today we are picking up with the noble family of, geez, my throat, Siddeley. So, if you guys are excited for this episode, please give the video a like so that we can dive in with all our excitement and hopefully have a super fun time. Because I feel like sometimes by the time we get to the end of the video, we kind of forget that we should be showing our appreciation for the storyline just a little bit. Although I will say, I, for one, do not like the way that Lord Ignatius over here is treating Rhiannon. The previous noble family had some issues. This noble family have their own set. So, if you guys remember, a couple episodes back, we were invited to the palace by Queen Nala and High King Yorick to celebrate the impending arrival of their heir, during which Lady Rhiannon made the mistake to sit on the king's throne. And she was later summoned to the castle to be punished by the royal family. The king miserably failed. Nala, luckily, succeeded. But obviously that wasn't nearly enough because she embarrassed High Lord Ignatius at the palace, and he was not happy about that, and he felt as though he needed to give some punishment of his own. So he went ahead the previous day, called her into his study right over here. Where is it? No, not over there. Wrong place. He called her into his study over here and let her know that after their consummation that night, she would be locked in her room until he felt it was okay to let her out so that she can reflect on her mistakes and the fact. I don't think he's punishing her because she made the grave mistake of sitting on the king's throne. I think he's punishing her for embarrassing him in public. So after they consummated their marriage, he locked her in her bedroom up here. She hasn't been able to get out. Now, I had to put a door over here to the bathroom so that she had access at least to that. Otherwise, she would have pissed herself. And I didn't feel like that was the state a noble lady should be in. So I did put in a door. She does not have access to this door that leads to the, like everyone else has access to, that leads to the hallway. So she can't get out of her room. But unless she has some good news to give to Ignatius, or, you know, he feels as though it's appropriate to let her out, she can't come out. She's gonna stay exactly in there by herself, reflecting. That's right, just view everything and reflect on the fact that you did something that wasn't that smart when it comes to your social circle. So she's gonna get, hopefully, some reflection in. Now, I've been thinking about the romance bar for our Sims, and obviously with the Sims 4, oh geez, he just walked in. Ignatius, no! You don't want to talk to her right now. I forgot. I did not. Let's lock this door for, hold on a second. Jeez, I need to lock that door for Ignatius so he doesn't go in. Lock for Lord Ignatius. Yep, so he's not going to go in. She's not going to come out. Excellent. But I've been thinking about the romance bar for my Sims, because in The Sims 4, that's very basic. It's not as fleshed out as you would like, but that's okay, because that's where imagination comes in. And I don't think I'll always interpret this romance bar as something that's both-sided, depending on the Sim. So they do have very high romance, but I think that's on Lady Rhiannon's side. I think she is very affectionate of her husband, even though he's not exactly the same with her. So he obviously prizes his status and material gain over, because he's a klepto. He's got an interesting personality. He's self-assured as a klepto, but he's also a bit clumsy. And I think that clumsy side of him, those few moments when he lets his, when he lets himself slip, whether it's mannerisms or whatever it is, those few moments, I think that's what she has a lot of affection for. And she's a lovely soul. Because of that, I feel as though she looks over all of his other forceful aspects or the side of him that's a bit insensitive. So that's what's been going on with these guys. Now, she is a genius. She is intelligent. How is she going to use that intelligence? I'm not entirely sure just yet, because, I mean, it wasn't that smart of a thing to sit on the flippin' king's throne, so I don't know where her genius went. So we'll have to see. Apart from that, recycle disciple, I think that for her probably means that she just cares about how the realm is for, I'm really stretching it here, but I feel like she cares about what kind of kingdom they leave behind for future generations. And then she's a vegetarian, of course. She doesn't like harming animals. You know, she's very tender on the inside. So that's her. And what is this? It's really hot. She's hungry. Now, the sad thing is, the day before, High Lord Ignatius got Lady Rhiannon to do a bunch of cooking. She made some Yorkshire pudding, she made some cheese, so that he would be fed when she was locked up for a whole day. Because I think that was his plan. He was going to just lock her up, and he wanted to be fed. Unfortunately, her being locked up means she gets no food. So that sucks on her part. But she hasn't given us any sign of... Oh my goodness. I haven't had this happen. Lady Rhiannon is burning to death. Oh my goodness, you can't see this notification, I can. Get them inside or into cooler clothing soon or face the wrath of the sun. How is she burning to death? Their rooms must be very hot. But, oh geez. Yep, honey, let's... I mean, her hot weather outfit is the same as the everyday, but the game recognizes it as something different. So I wonder if that's going to cool it down. Did that cool her down? Okay, she's overheating a little bit. Can we take a shower? Let's go take... She's going to take a flippin' cold shower, that's right. Because she needs to counter that heat. So she's going to go do that. There we go. There we go. Excellent, excellent. So hopefully that helps her out. I don't know if it will, but hopefully it does, because she's got no way of escaping the heat right now. It's a heat wave, but unless you're downstairs, you can't escape the heat. I don't know what it is about the house, but obviously downstairs is a bit cooler. It might be temperature controlled, but it's not something I deliberately add into my game, so, like, into the homes that I build. So it must be stuff, yeah, that's come with the build. Maybe. Interesting. Okay, well, I'm gonna leave these two be, and I guess we'll just have to see if anything interesting comes up with Lady Rhiannon, or if anything interesting happens with Ignatius. I feel as though he's going to keep her locked in here until maybe he has a whim. I think that's what I'll do. So it's Sunday, 12 p.m. right now. We'll wait until he has a whim to call her, to want to interact with her. Then we can say he's letting her out of the room. He feels as though she's reflected enough, or she's been without food enough. She hasn't eaten since the day before, so she is quite hungry. Yeah, she's very hungry. So hopefully he gets the desire to chat with her at some point. Not only that, I mean, if you think about it, they could meet in the bathroom, but they're not going to. Yeah, she's gonna go back. She's gonna go back into chambers. And she needs to, I mean, is she gonna show a sign? I don't know. If you click on the toilet, it says throw up, so she could be pregnant. She could be pregnant. I have yet to see a situation where Sim has the option to throw up, but is not indeed expectant. So, okay guys, we'll come back in a bit. Okay, we're in the magic realm because Queen Nala has summoned High Lord Ignatius to a duel. Now, we can interpret this in many different ways depending on the sim. I think we've had Queen Xena invite one of her nobles to a duel, but I feel as though with Queen Nala, she is wanting to put High Lord Ignatius in his place. They haven't had any reason to get into a scuffle or disagreement, but if you guys remember, Queen Nala did make it quite clear back when we were playing with her family that she was kind of like a shadow ruler of Sikan. She wanted to be the one to lay down the law, show the nobles their place, because she doesn't feel as though the High King is doing that. And with the issues that have been happening with the Sycites. We had Alicent getting too close to High King Yorick, and then we had her very possessive and jealous husband, Lord Adrian, showing up to the palace to put Queen Nala in an awkward position and then complain to the king. So I feel as though the queen possibly feels the nobles are getting a little bit too privileged, and she is not going to outright attack the Sycites, who were the cause of the issue. She's instead going to try and put the Citilies in their place to let them know don't follow the example of the Sycites. Or it could be a warning to the Sycites. This is what could potentially happen to you if you step out of line again. So that's one possibility. Another thing could be that the queen just is giving Lord Ignatius, High Lord Ignatius, a hard time because of Rhiannon. So I don't know. Nala was the one to punish Rhiannon because the High King failed, if you guys remember last time. So oh geez, if she loses this battle, that is not going to bode well. She is not going to be happy at all. The best thing that can happen out of this is for High Lord Ignatius to lose. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so I don't know how Nala's gonna feel about that. Obviously, she was trying to bully High Lord Ignatius a little bit, and she was unsuccessful in doing that. He is not someone who is easily bullied. Look at that. She's giving him the hand. She's not impressed. She's not impressed. And it's 10 p.m. on Sunday, guys. He still has not had a whim to talk to Rhiannon, so she unfortunately is still locked in her chambers back home. So, okay, I guess it's time to go back. It's 6 a.m. on Monday morning, and look who's throwing up. Lady Rhiannon is having morning sickness. Because, yes, she is pregnant. So, while we were away, obviously, she found out that she was expecting. It is now 6 a.m. on Monday. Lord Ignatius still has not had the whim to talk to her, so she unfortunately is still stuck in a chamber. She's still hungry, and this is obviously not good for the baby, so we'll have to see what ends up happening. She can't let him know. I mean, she could yell through the door, but that's not what he wants. He told her to be quiet in your chamber and reflect, behave yourself. So, unfortunately, until he decides that he wants to let her out, she can't give him the good news. So she's gonna be stuck in there, hopefully, making on by fine until things improve. Now let's wake him up to see if maybe he. Nope, look at that. Still not exactly interested. She can't come out because that's how I'm interpreting this, is that the next whim he has for her means that, oh, okay, he feels as though it's enough time. He can let her out now. He can let her out. But until then, she's pretty much out of his mind. He's like pushed her off to the side and he's not thinking about her at all. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So here's the update on our High Lord Ignatius and the pregnant Lady Rhiannon. Now, things have escalated quite a bit because from a few days, the punishment has stretched and she's actually ended up being locked, we'll say, for a few months. So he's been slipping her bits of food, but only like every 2 days or something. And she's been surviving off that, but they have not seen each other. And he slips into her room when she's sleeping and puts some food there, and that's it. And he doesn't see her because she's under the covers, so he doesn't know her condition. And she hasn't made any attempt in those months to tell him that she's pregnant, but she's actually in her second trimester now. And finally, after having a day's walk, he's very sad because he obviously hasn't been spending any time with her, having woohoo or anything, but also, they live in this estate by themselves. The other noble family is busy with their noble family, and then the royalty, not really the friendly kind. So his social has been very low. He's gone on a duel with High King Yorick since then as well, but his social is very low. And finally, he rolled the flippin' whim to flirt with Lady Rhiannon. So he's going up to let her out of her chambers to say that the punishment period is over, and then obviously she's gonna give him the news. Well, I mean, at this point, he's probably just gonna see her and know that she's pregnant. Now, Lady Rhiannon, I feel like this is where she's being a little bit smart. Even though it might not seem like it, she could have made an attempt to tell him she's pregnant, and she would probably be let out because she's carrying his heir, and he probably doesn't want to mess around with that. But I think she deliberately has kept it from him because she wants, possibly, him to either feel guilty um, about the punishment he put her through, or she wants him to be more affectionate, right? I mean, obviously, if he's going to feel guilty, he's going to give her more time of day because, like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that you were pregnant, which is a bit stupid. They did consummate and then he locked her up and he didn't check up on her for months. But yeah, that's maybe what she's wanting to do. Now, if we click on her, unlike her husband, she actually, in her time being alone, has wanted to become friends with Lord Adrian, and she couldn't because she was locked up. Now that she's going to be free and allowed to move around and do her own things, she wants to become friends with Lord Adrian, and I feel like that's so fascinating. I'm wondering why that is. And I'm not entirely sure. She obviously wouldn't know about the issues Adrian is having in his own marriage. Um, so I feel like maybe it's because there's just this, I don't know, things have been rough back home with her. Maybe she just wants to connect with someone in a potentially friendly way. Maybe she just wants a helping hand emotionally when things get tough in married life. And Adrian is the other spouse in the other noble house. So I guess she finds comfort in the idea that he could be the friend that her husband can't be. It's kind of interesting. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's unlock these doors. He's gonna come on through. He is going to, oh my goodness. He's gonna flirt with her, and then he's gonna see she's pregnant, and then he's going to, really? Well, he's gonna try to flirt at least. He's gonna try to flirt. Here he comes. And, yep, she's rubbing her belly, and he is going to see that, oh my goodness. He had no idea that she was carrying his child. Okay. So, yeah, he's very tense. He's very tense. I feel like now because maybe the baby is, could be in danger. So she's gonna share the news. I mean, he already knows at this point, but still, just verbalize it. That'd be nice. So, yep, she's gonna let him know how far along she is, probably. She's gonna let him know how far along she is. So there we go. And what's this? She wants to be friendly with him. Look at that. Yep, she's wanting to be friendly with him, which is quite sweet of her. She's gonna invite him to feel the baby. So we'll do that. Come on. He's making no move to do it on his own, but she's gonna invite him. And then, yes, she's gonna straight away dive into the domestic duties of being his wife. She wants to flirt with him. Let's go do that. But we're definitely going to, she's gonna go on down, she's gonna start cooking. I mean, he hasn't been eating that well because obviously he's not gonna cook, and she's not there to do the stuff that she would usually. She's having a lot of whims for him, but then again, makes sense because whether or not he feels the same about her, she has a lot of affection for him. So I feel as though a part of her could forgive him for, locking her up for however long he did. I think she's just happy to be able to talk to him again and that he's not upset at her. Oh my goodness. Kiss his cheek, why not? Let's go do all the stuffs that you want to do, honey. Now, he's not having any whims for her, and his social is, lower than hers. Obviously, she handles being alone better than he does, but he does not, despite the fact that he really needs, fun, and he really needs to interact with another person, he's just not having any whims for her. She, on the other hand, her social is so high, but she is just like, yes, husband, Ignatius, you're not mad at me anymore. Oh, goodness. Okay. See, now she's done, and she is gonna go down and start diving into the kitchen. So let's get her to cook up some things. What do we want? We made cheese the other day, but we didn't get to eat any, so I'm gonna make some cheese. We'll get to have some cheese. And I feel as though she might want to invite over Lord Adrian. She does know him. I don't... Oh, yeah. I feel like it would be more appropriate for her to invite over Lord Adrian than to go visit Lord Adrian at his house. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, because he has been here before, so it makes sense, right, that she would invite him over. Because he came last time when he was trying to escape from Queen Nala, so we'll probably do that. We'll invite over Lord Adrian, and she'll try and become friends with him. Oh, that's terrible, but let's have some. Let's have some cheese. That looks disgusting, but let's try and have some cheese. No? Don't want cheese? She's like, ugh. Come on, no cheese? Have some cheese. I don't know what happened to the last batch of cheese. Something did, because nobody ate that. And this is terrible, but you know, she's hungry. So, there we go. Just gonna have some yummy cheese. What's this? She wants to caress his cheek. Oh, he wants to kiss her cheek. Well, that's nice of him. Look at him being generous with his time. So let's do that. Let's kiss a cheek. Come on. Come on, give us some attention. Obviously, he's happy that his heir is on its way. So that's good. Also, guys, High Princess Nimue of Ramong aged up into a toddler, and she's so cute. She's so cute. But unfortunately, we can't see her until we're back with the Ramongs. But she's adorable. We all know she got her father's green skin, she got her father's white eyes, and she got her father's dark brown hair. And then I gave her this curly hair, so yeah, it's so cute. So cute. She's like her father through and through. So that's really sweet. The one odd thing is that her... Wait, hold on. One odd thing is that she aged up with the white eyes her father has, but then when I was trying to make her over in Cass, for some reason, it switched her to normal eyes and I can't give her white eyes again, so I had to use CC to make her eyes white. But hopefully when she's the appropriate age, either she's going to age up with the right eyes, or I'll just be able to fix it in Cass. For some reason, the vampiric eyes are locked for toddlers, and I don't know why that is. But, okay. What were we doing? What were we doing? There we go. Give her some attention. She's gonna have to, now that she's fed. What is this? No, Lady Alicent. We're not gonna become a crime lord. My goodness. These people running cartels and stuff kind of makes sense. I thought Lord Ignatius, High Lord Ignatius, would be the one running something. And then he would potentially steal stuff. Let's clean this up, and then we'll try and make some more food, and I do really want to invite over Adrian. It's only, I was gonna say, but she's getting tired. It is only like 5. It's almost 6, so she'll have time. She can cook something, I think, hopefully, and then be able to invite him. She can't make a whole lot of things because her cooking skill is not that high. What do we want? We could bake something. That would be nice. There's also the canning, which I haven't really played around with. And look, now apparently the cakes come under bake and cook, which is fascinating. She's gonna make some sugar cookies. Why not? She needs to treat herself. She's been locked up for months. So she's gonna make some sugar cookies for herself. But I think that's what Rhiannon was potentially up to. Oh, geez. Really, Alicent? No. No. I mean, he could say yes. Now, interesting thing. If you guys remember, High Lord Ignatius actually beat Ah. It would be appropriate for him to say yes. And then he beat Queen Nala. Then he got summoned by High King Yorick to a duel. He beat King Yorick. Now he's getting summoned by Alicent to a duel. I'm gonna reject it. I'm gonna decline it because we're currently busy with Lady Rhiannon. But that's kind of fascinating. He has, like, he's not being able to be bullied by any of the royals. And I don't know how they feel about that. They obviously wouldn't be happy. I feel like Yorick would go home and throw a fit to his wife. He's not the type that would try and hide the fact he lost, because I feel like he's really childish in that regard. He'd probably just throw a fit to Queen Nala, which is hilarious. But damn, Ignatius, I didn't realize he was that proficient, but he's really good. Okay, once we're done with the cookies, you can invite over Adrian. Actually, she only knows. That's fascinating. She only knows. Apparently she hasn't met the others. Did she not meet the others? She was talking to Queen Nala when she was on the throne. Huh. When she was sitting on the king's throne. She was talking to Queen Nala, but for whatever reason, I guess she... Yeah, maybe the queen was talking to her. And I'm making that difference because I don't think that... Yeah, they got that cozy. Probably, she was just probably being respectful and just greeting the queen and all of that. But she knows Lord Adrian from the time he visited, so that does make sense. Okay, here he is. Let's, okay, he's inside, which is great. Why don't you... Oh goodness, she is just in the worst mood. Everything she's making is turning out so bad. I feel like she invited Adrian over, like, you want some cookies? Do you want some cookies? The cookies are crap, but would you like some cookies? Okay. We'll try and brighten his day. Obviously, we want to share the big news, so we'll do that. We'll share the big news. And I think they want to become friends. Well, she wants to become friends with Adrian. So she's going to do that. They don't have any... she's not going to complain about her problems. Oh, come on, chat with him. Chat with him. Way to go. Way to go. Okay, he's coming into the office. Let's ask our hobbies and skills. We're gonna try and get them to be friendly because she definitely wants that. I feel like that's gonna make her happy. But all the nobles, at least in this, all the nobles, they're in an awkward encounter constantly because their spouses are flirting with each other or something. And now Adrian's angry. Probably because he's away from... Let's not flirt with him. Let's evangelize vegetarian benefits. Probably because he's away from his wife and he's very jealous. And also, I feel like he slightly dislikes Lord Ignatius because last time Ignatius was invited over to their house because Alicent wanted to become friends with him. She wanted to establish, connections with him. And Adrian got very, very jealous. So Ignatius had to leave. So that's a little bit strange. Let's ask about her color, but Rhiannon's being so lovely. Okay, now Ignatius is gonna leave, and their conversation is getting a little bit better, which is good. She's gonna tell him an engaging story. She's getting very sleepy here, but she'll try her best. She's gonna try and calm him down. Oh, Lord Adrian likes meat. Well, that's completely fine. But we're gonna try. Oh, it's to play in fountain. Actually, that's really cute. That is a friendly thing, and I haven't seen them play in the fountain, but apparently they can. It's the fountain they have out front in their courtyard. So I don't know what he's irritated about. He's irritated about something. But you have to wonder. She's trying to make this effort with him because she sees him as a bit of an outlet, someone that she could share her thoughts with when things aren't working out with her husband, but he might not feel the same way. He's getting offended. Look at that. He might not feel the same way. Maybe he doesn't want to become friends with her. And I feel so sad because she wants to become friends with him. Oh, Rhiannon. Oh, Rhiannon. I feel so bad for her. But okay, guys, with that said and done, I'm gonna leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.